Hello, this is Kev.
And Lil. We're discussing relationships in all of its forms and everything in between.
We've been together over 30 years. We've seen some things together and apart.
So if you want to laugh or need advice, come spend some time with Kev and Lil.
Have we met? Hello.
Hello.
We are back. Yeah, I know we take our time recording these lately, but it is what it is. So I've been looking up some topics. Pinterest has been pinning me with some crazy crap. And I saw this one recently. And I thought, you know what, this will be fun. 11 signs you are his weakness. This could be interesting, right, guys? Who knows? Let's take this one let's start this off with, he's always there for you.
Okay.
One major sign you are his weakness is that he's always there when you need him. He makes time to help you out and will drop whatever he's doing in order to be of help, whether it is simply lending an ear or offering a helping hand. You can count on him to be present whenever you require his assistance. That's the type of love that makes a person your weakness.
Well, isn't that what you look for in a person?
Well, don't make it that freaking simple. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, okay, it's saying that he's your weakness because he's always there for you. So then otherwise I don't want you in my life.
Okay, you're coming at it this incorrectly. Wow, what a surprise there. The point is, silly, this is for people that aren't in your relationship because you already know you're my weakness, you fool. And
yeah.
No, but seriously, you know, it's for those people, especially younger people, I guess, that don't, or clueless people. How about that?
Okay.
That don't get it or don't realize, like, come on, let's be honest. Even when you were younger, you probably had those friends who were like, you know he's into you, right? No, he's not.
Yeah, I was always clueless.
Oh
when
my
it came to that
gosh.
stuff.
Don't be that. Don't say that either, because you would always tell me, oh, this one had a crush on me, that one had a crush on me.
Yeah, because that's what my friends would tell me.
Okay, well, there you go.
And I had no freaking clue.
And was one of these the signs? He was always there for you.
Yeah, I guess.
There you go. Ding, ding. Okay, so that's one of the signs.
Okay, go to the next one.
Stop it. Don't touch. He prioritizes you. If you want to know if you are his weakness, look at his priorities. If he's willing to make time for you, even when it's inconvenient for him, and he doesn't want to say no, then you're definitely his weakness.
I guess. He prioritizes. I guess he puts you first. Puts the other person first.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow. This is going to be just me speaking today? Is that what it is?
I just don't get it. Like you said, I don't.
Yeah, the elevator's not going to the top floor today.
No, I was just like,
Holy
of course.
crap.
I don't understand girls that don't see that in other men. Like when they're seeing, like you said, when they're dating. If he doesn't prioritize you, kick him to the fucking curb. Oh, excuse me. Kick him to the curb, ladies. It's you or nothing. It's like he has to make time for you. He has to prioritize you. And it goes both ways because I should prioritize you as well. And I should always be there for you.
Okay, well, there you go. There's a give and take there, finally.
Like,
wow, pulling teeth today. He's protective of you.
Okay.
He looks out for your well-being and safety and wants to make sure you're taken care of. If you are in his thoughts and he looks out for your welfare, then you know that he has a special place for you in his heart. He truly cares about you and is willing to do anything to make sure that no harm comes to you. This is one of the most telling signs that you are indeed his weakness, because whatever a man deeply loves, he wants to protect.
Yes. That brings me back to like the caveman times.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the protector. He's the one that goes hunting and kills things and brings them back home.
That's more of a provider, not a
Well,
protector.
you're provider and protector.
Okay, well, don't jump the gun because I don't know if provider's on here too. But the let's come up with this scenario. Not even a scenario, a past event. Okay, when did I show you that I was protective of you?
All the time.
Okay, God, you're not
Okay.
helping today.
Um,
Do you remember? I remember a specific
are
time.
are you talking about the train?
I am talking about the train.
That guy, we could have wiped the freaking floor.
That
with
wasn't
him.
the point.
I
though, was it?
understand. I understand. The point he's trying to make is some guy got stupid with me, and even though I know you were protecting me, but even though I can take care of myself, and I appreciate you for doing what you did to the poor guy, but yeah, he got stupid with me. So
That was many years ago. That was we were gonna go see John Leguizamo. Remember?
oh wow, you
That
remember
was that. That I remember. Yeah, because we don't take the train very often together.
No.
We always drive everywhere.
Yeah,
So
then
we were
we
still
were
living
going
in
to the
Staten Island.
city.
Yeah, we were
going
still
into
living in
the
Staten
city,
Island
yeah.
at the time.
We don't drive to the city.
Oh, well,
And
we
when
try
we
not
say,
to.
and when we say city, we mean New York City, Manhattan.
Yeah, if you're from here, you know what we mean. If you're not from here, who cares then?
Kevin.
No, but really, we, if you're a true New Yorker and you live in the outer boroughs,
You call Manhattan the city.
New Yorker meaning New York City, not like Syracuse or Albany or West Bubblefuck. We're talking about actual New York City,
Okay.
the 5 boroughs. No, because let's be honest, people, oh, I'm a New Yorker. Where are you from? Oh, Long Island? Not really. You're
Yes.
not.
Okay, stop.
Come
it, because
on.
They are New Yorkers because they're part of
Come
New York.
on. Not
whatever.
really.
Where
Jersey
Inside
City.
Trent.
That's not New York. Cut the crap. Okay? Stop the crap. Okay?
Okay.
I was born on LES.
well, we were
I was raised on
going
LES.
Lower East Side.
Cultivating and...
Yes.
Whatever
we
else.
were going to Manhattan,
Right.
and this guy got stupid. I even forgot what
I
happened.
remember exactly what happened,
Okay,
which was
so why don't
strange
you
because I
retell?
didn't realize what was happening because as usual you don't speak up. Any other time we can't shut you up, but that day you didn't speak up.
Kevin.
And I noticed you're sitting next to me, but I noticed this look on your face, like you had this really angry, and then you looked up at this guy above you, and I'm going, all right, I know what I'm gonna do when I get up. I'm gonna bump him, move his ass out the way. And before I could even do that, you pushed the guy, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And he pushes you back, and I'm like, okay, what the and I push him. I'm like, yo, what the hell? And then instead of pushing at me, he actually tried to he was kicked at my knee, but he kicked down like he could break my leg. And thank goodness I moved back. So I took a moment. I remember I took just a moment. I was like, what the fuck? And I said, okay. And I made it look like, all right, that was enough. Because he hit me, but he didn't hit me hard enough. And then before I could walk away, I freaking palmed his freaking nose, his glasses into his nose. And he was going to come at me again. And all of a sudden you saw him put his hand to his nose and all the blood just came down. And I was like, get out of the train. We just ran
But
off
I don't
the
remember
train.
what he did that made me react that way.
It looked like he was kicking you. I want to say he was kicking your leg. Because again, he was standing in front of you. And for whatever reason, he was just kicking you or whatever it was. And because that's what you told me afterwards.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that was one of the many times I was her protector. But you also remember the time in Staten Island, right? The idiot in the parking lot?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to diffuse that situation, and that was not happening. The man was totally...
The guy was a jerk.
Yeah.
And that's putting it nicely. He was a true jerk.
And I remember it was during the holidays, because I was like
It was
trying
right
to
before my
squash
birthday.
it. I was trying
Right
to
before my
squash it, and I
birthday.
was like, okay, happy holidays, sir. Go about your way. Like, we're done.
Weirdest thing happened. This guy, we were in the parking lot and for those that remember Pathmark, over there on Forest Avenue, there was a laundromat. Remember the laundromat was right there? And we would use that laundromat. It was near where we lived. And, but we went to get detergent. We needed to go get detergent. That's why we were going to the Pathmark. With Pathmark, for those people that don't remember, it was a supermarket here in New York. Yes, New York City. And But I made this turn while we were in the parking lot, and I hear this honking, like this guy's like a maniac just honking at me, and I turn, I'm like, what the heck, like I turn my head,
Excuse me.
and the guy's cursing at me and yelling at me, and at first I was going to go at him, I was going out, and you were like, Kevin, no, and I said, all right, you know what, you're right, I'm not going to do that, and I said, all right, whatever. And then you were like, the guy's still cursing at me. And then you said, oh, sir, you know what? Enough. Okay, whatever. Happy holidays. You were trying to diffuse the situation, or as the way we used to call it, squash it. And he comes out and he goes, and I'm putting this as nicely as possible. He comes out and says, F you, you effing fat B. Okay, and again, I was just using the first letter of those words.
Yes, honey, they understand. They're not morons.
And I said,
I'm just saying, get with the stuff.
And that's when, that little thing in my head snapped.
Yes, he lost his cool, ladies and gentlemen.
And I went at the guy, and I got in the car, and I was...
No, you didn't get into the car.
No, I did get in the car. Remember?
No, you reached in.
Well, that's what I meant. You're correct. I reached into the car to pull the guy out because he starts kicking at me, okay, before I could even get to him. He starts kicking up at me, and then I realized, I was like, you know what? No. I said, what am I doing? So I stepped back, and...
cops come.
He gets out the car, and now he wants to fight. And I'm like, all right, we're done. You know what I mean? I'm like, we're done. He starts... Another one, I don't know what's with these guys. They must have taken karate lessons, or they must have thought, you know what, I took my free trial and everybody wants to kick at me for whatever reason. And, I'm just snapping it. I'm smacking it away. I'm like, dude, we're done. All right, you're done. Okay, we both got out of control. Stop. And then you started screaming for the cops, and the cops came over, and I'm like, oh, great. We're in Staten Island. I'm Puerto Rican, and the cops are coming. But, whatever. And then, of course, the guy knew one of the cops, which really was like, uh-oh. And this idiot is like, yeah, he broke my windshield. And I'm like, I broke his windshield? What is he talking about? I didn't even touch the car. And, yeah, look. And I'm like, oh, wow, his windshield is broken, but I didn't touch the windshield. No, this moron, while he decided to kick up at me, kicked his own windshield.
And the cop.
And the thing was, and I was like, and I told the cops, I said, I didn't even throw a punch. As much as, and I told them, I was like, don't get me wrong, I wanted to, but I didn't throw a punch.
The cop himself was the one that figured it out.
And they looked at, and they were like
looking into the car and goes, that's a footprint.
There's a footprint on your windshield.
He's stupid.
You dumbass. So again, that was another one of those times.
He's my protector there as well.
All right, so here we go. Next one. He's genuinely interested in your life. One of the signs that he's your weakness is when he's genuinely interested in your life. If you ever find yourself in a conversation with him and he asks about what happened at work, how your family is doing, or what you're planning for the weekend, don't be surprised if those questions are followed by more questions. And there are more questions after that.
Yeah. I personally know for a fact that he if he doesn't know what I'm interested, or if he doesn't understand something I'm going through, he looks into it.
Oh, you're going to admit that today. Wow. Actually, I tend to try, not all the time.
Okay.
Not all the time,
well,
but I do try to do some research.
I'm going through menopause, right? And we were doing research for the podcast.
For an interview with someone.
For an interview for the podcast regarding menopause. So he started picking up some books. There's some books I wanted to get. And for some reason, he got them as well. I was like, oh, great. Now I don't have to buy them. But he started reading up on menopause. And love him for it. I really do. So he could sympathize. So he could at least empathize and help me go through certain things. And, point is, I love you for it, babe. But sometimes he means well, but he mansplains
Don't say it like
menopause
that.
to moi, to the person that's
I'm not mansplaining. And maybe, you know what? I wouldn't say I'm mansplaining. I would say that my view and my knowledge, vague knowledge on it, maybe I'm not explaining it properly. How about that? Maybe and for that, I could say, hey, you know what? I am sounding like I know it when I really don't. I just know what I've read. That's what. And then again, I'm like, oh, honey, I didn't realize these symptoms. And you're looking at me like, no shit, dummy. This is what I've been telling you. And I'm like, no, but there's so many more.
no shit, Sherlock.
I'm like, there's so many more.
But what I'm trying to get to is that he does do that, and you need to find someone that's willing to understand where you're coming from, that's interested in your life and good and bad aspects, because menopause, in my opinion, is not good at all. But he is interested.
It is good now because now we ain't got to worry about no pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're such a dumbass.
it's
Or
like,
for like our hobbies, I knew that.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
I knew, when we first met, he was into comic books, into stuff like that. And then I started getting into his hobby, and I love it now. He buys me comic books that he knows I would like, and when he goes to Comic-Con, because we used to go together, but things are getting too expensive. I'd rather him take my son. But
Our son.
But
That's an episode for another.
they go to the Comic-Con. He always brings me something that he knows I would like.
Usually a t-shirt.
And I'm gonna say it. I'm into scrapbooking. I'm into paper crafting. And I don't know if he looked into it, but he sometimes is a little interested in what I do. Like one time I'm doing something and I was getting frustrated. I was like, kept on looking at it, walk away and look at it. And then he's like, babe, but why don't you put an embellishment here or whatever? And I'm like,
yeah, unfortunately, I know the terms.
like he knew the terms. I was like, babe, they're so cute. Oh my goodness. But yeah, he's interested in my life. All aspects of it.
Okay, next one. He remembers the little things. Another sign that you are his weakness is when he pays attention to the little details in your life. He remembers things like what kind of food you like, which movie is your favorite, your likes, dislikes, and personal details. It takes someone who really cares about you to remember these details. Mm-hmm. Bro doesn't just have a good memory. You are dear to him.
Aww. You see, that stinks because I have a horrible memory.
Boy, do you.
But as time goes by, you're starting to forget a lot of things.
I wouldn't say forget a lot of
things.
Well,
you pull out some stuff out of the blue, and even our kids are like our son, Xavier's like, Dad, what are you talking about? Mom likes blah, blah, blah. I can't recall right now what was it. But he's like, how long have you two been together? Dad doesn't know this of you yet, and I'm your son, and I do. So sometimes he does get it a little twisted, but he does know most of the things I like and I dislike, especially the stuff I dislike.
Oh boy, I better.
Yeah, but then you randomly throw things in there that I'm like, of course I like that. What are you talking about? But anyway, he does remember the little things, especially because I can't remember the little things. He has to remember for both of us, unfortunately.
All right. He makes sacrifices. This is one of the best signs that you are his weakness. Men are naturally selfish. They're also amazing at compartmentalizing their emotions and doing what needs to be done. If you find that he's willing to make sacrifices for you, whether it's financial, emotional, or physical, then you know that you are his weakness. He will go out of his way to make sure you are happy, and this is a sign of devotion. He's willing to give up his own comfort or convenience to make you happy or support you.
Okay. Why are you yelling?
I'm not yelling. I'm just emphasizing.
Why are you emphasizing?
Because which movie is your favorite? You like? No, I'm sorry, that was the other one. He's willing to make sacrifices for you, whether it's financial, emotional, or physical.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
I'm just saying.
Okay. Make sacrifices. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Are you serious?
No,
Are you serious?
I'm trying to pick out one
emotional
of
or
many.
physical?
One of many. I know he sacrifices a lot when I ask him that I have to go to my mother's house and he has to come with me. That is a big sacrifice for him. What else? Sometimes we do things I like as opposed to things that he likes. Like I like to go to wineries.
Okay. I didn't say anything.
I like to go to wineries. He doesn't drink, or he doesn't drink wine. But
not just that, I don't drink while I'm driving.
yes, but usually it's like a tradition, which we haven't done this year. We got to do it when we go hiking.
Maybe this weekend.
Sounds good. When we go hiking, after the hike, we go to a winery. We have a little charcuterie board, cheese or whatever, cheese platter, and some wine. So he sacrifices that because he knows it's something I like, and he takes me, and we do that. What? You gonna bring something up?
Should I bring something up? I don't
Sure,
know.
go ahead.
Because physical, I sacrifice physical, and I do.
What do you mean? Example.
Really? You want
Yeah.
an example?
Yes.
Okay, you just said just a moment ago that you're going through menopause. And unfortunately, you are not exactly in the mood all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, not even all
So
the time.
that's a
You're not-
sacrifice?
You want me to finish or no?
Okay.
You're not exactly in the mood very often. So yeah, unfortunately, it is a bit of a sacrifice because I have to take into consideration that, hey, she's not in the mood. I gotta go,
Take
churn
care of
one out.
yourself.
Yeah, I might have to go churn one out on my own. Because
That is not a
unfortunately-
sacrifice, however.
How is that not a
because
sacrifice?
you can take care of yourself, and it's not like you're never going to get it again. Is that at the moment, I'm going through something, and you should be a little bit more patient.
And I'm not patient.
But why are you calling that a sacrifice?
Because it is a sacrifice, hun. If it hold
Men
on.
think with their
no,
little
don't do
heads.
that. Don't do that. It even says it there that men tend to be selfish. Okay, yes, we are selfish when it comes to this. But I got to tell you something. I am more than patient. Okay, because this didn't just happen yesterday.
Yeah.
This has been even prior to the menopause.
The Perry.
You actually haven't been. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not expecting like when we first met that it was every freaking day. Okay? Am I boring you?
Crap. No, my
Jesus
hair looks
Christ.
like crap. And
I'm like, you keep yawning. Yeah, I'm boring you here. It's not like back in the day that for the first year or so it was
Kevin,
every
why
night.
are you all up in everybody?
But
Nobody got to be all up in our business.
You
about
just
that.
said explain. I'm explaining.
Yeah, well, now you're going back. I'm just saying that shouldn't be considered a
Shut up and let me finish. You do this all the time. You freaking cut me off. Like I said, yes, it is a bit of a... You want to know why it's a sacrifice?
Why?
Because it's so damn
Oh,
good.
shut up.
And it's
Anyway,
hard not to
that's-
want it all the time.
Okay.
Right? And again,
He
it's not,
speaks
oh,
his
come
heart.
on, hon. You're not going to let me finish speaking? You don't want to hear it?
Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. You are something today. You know what? Forget it. We will move on because God forbid I am a little selfish in what I'm saying.
Yes, the sacrifice.
Whatever.
You didn't get
He
his
speaks,
photo.
listen, he speaks his heart. If you're with a man who doesn't hesitate to open up and share his innermost thoughts, feelings, and fears with you, then he trusts you enough to show his vulnerability. Men don't have the reputation of being the best communicators, and being vulnerable is something that doesn't come easy for them. But if he's able to do it around you, then you know he's comfortable enough to show his true self and let you in. It is a sure sign that you are his weakness.
It's true. You guys do have like walls up and whatever, Kev.
What?
Walls up and
I have walls up.
no, some men do. They don't like to open up and be vulnerable.
Even when we try to be vulnerable, we're told to stop talking.
Yeah, because babe, you talking about our freaking sex life.
We're
And
not really talking about it like I'm not telling you what positions. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's not like it used to be.
you were close to.
And I sacrificed the fact that okay, I understand that okay, it's not going to happen like that often.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to get.
Well,
at.
as you all know, he does speak his heart.
Yes, I do. I love this woman to death. If I didn't, God knows what I'm doing right now.
He's so afraid to lose you, and he tells you that. When you are a man's weakness, he won't want to even think about the possibility of the two of you parting ways. He will tell you how much it would mean to him if you stayed and expressed how scared he is of you losing you. It's his way of saying that he values and cherishes your relationship more than anything else in his life. He knows that if you go, something fundamental will be missing and doesn't want to accept it. We actually made a pact.
I need to go first.
Well, yeah, besides that. But where we're saying, like, couples argue, a relationship, any kind of relationship, spouse, significant other, parental, friendship, any type of relationship, you need to work at it. It doesn't come easy. But sometimes you hit a snag and we argue, we don't agree and things.
There's no such thing
and
as perfect.
We always think, like, God forbid, if we're never going to get divorced. If worse comes to worse, we'll just be like roommates or something because things are so bad out there. And
not to put a damper on your ideas of being with someone, but no, she's right. It's rough out there. I'll agree. I can agree with anyone that says that it is tough out there if they're looking for someone.
And
we have plenty of friends that are single.
Yeah.
Or you have plenty of friends.
And we argue, and sometimes we like, you know what, let's just squash it. It's not worth our relationship. It's not worth it 30 years that we've invested. And seriously, I can't see myself without him, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Even though he gets on my damn nerves most of the time.
And vice versa.
But I'd rather be with him and get aggravated once in a while than not be with him at all.
But I make it fun.
In your
we
mind,
both make it fun.
Honey,
Come on, we both make it fun.
You think you're funny.
Oh, wow. In my mind, I think I'm funny. Holy cow. Jesus.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. He values your opinion. You go. Because I can't
When a man considers you to be his weakness, he values your opinion and listens carefully to what you have to say. He looks up to you for advice and guidance and is always ready to take your words into consideration when making decisions. This is because he wants to please and impress you and show you that you are an important part of his life. Oh, this is going to be interesting right now because I want to hear what you're about to say.
Okay. I was listening. I was hearing you, but I was not listening. I'm so sorry. A man considers you to be his weakness.
Are you seriously doing
Yes,
that?
honey, because my back is hurting, and for some reason I can't stop yawning. He values your opinion and listens carefully to what you have to say. He looks up to your advice and guidance and is always ready to take your words into consideration when making decisions. This is because he wants to please and impress you and show that you are an important part of his life. Yes, this is true. You do that. And I think we both do that. What?
Okay, the opinion-wise I get. I can see that. Mm-hmm. Definitely we both do that. We bounce ideas over each other. Mm-hmm. We want to know scenarios. Oh, honey, this happened to me today. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Or not even that. Sometimes you just say things and you're like, and we'll respond.
What do you think? Yeah.
Hey, honey, this happened to me today.
But
I don't know if we've spoken about this before. My lovely wife, partner, and co-conspirator here, has a habit, at least on my side, of she'll just do things and not speak to me first. You know what I'm talking about. You have this habit of
I'm sorry.
speaking to someone and you can turn your head and not like go on into
I'm
the
looking
mic
at
either.
the thing. Oh.
And it's one of those things where it's not even the opinion sometimes, where she'll just make the decision for us. recently something happened, and I'm like, wait a second, why didn't they speak to me? Now you know you're laughing a little bit now,
You know
right?
why, guys? Because he doesn't come off. How can I say this nicely? He doesn't come off like someone that, I don't know. They just feel like it's easier to speak to me than it is to speak to you. Okay, and they come to me, and it's usually his side of the family that they come to me and they ask me something, and he gets upset because he's like, well, they're my XYZ, why couldn't they come to me? I don't know, I guess it's because the way you come off.
But you make the decision for us instead of speaking to me. You don't ask for my opinion, you just do so.
Well, okay, let's say if I did, what would your opinion be?
I told you specifically, have them come to me and speak to me.
Yeah, but
It may have still been the same answer, because I know you would have said yes anyway.
Okay,
right?
yes,
Because you do that.
Yes.
And that's why, but at least have them come and I tell you all of that. Well, tell them to ask me. I don't understand.
And sometimes I'll be like, let me ask Kevin and I'll get back to you. And I do that.
And guess what she does? She's putting me on the spot. Now I'm definitely looking like the
But
bad
isn't
guy.
that the same freaking thing?
No, because you're actually...
Oh my God.
Because you're already making me look like the bad guy.
Well,
Because you're like, oh, it's okay with me, but let me make sure with Kevin. And then it goes back, and I'm sitting there going, and oh, the best is when you do it in front of people. And I'm sitting there going, what the how am I supposed to say no now without looking like the a-hole that you set me up to be? Don't roll your eyes, you know I'm right. You've done this to me. Your best friend even said it. She goes, holy crap, she just did it now. She said, remember the last that I brought it up and you did it right in front of her. And I'm going, see what I mean? This is not just me. It's her doing this, and she doesn't even realize that.
I don't. Half of the time
and
I don't.
it's nothing new.
But it's not like I do it on purpose. And when I say, let me talk to Kevin about it, it's not like I'm not saying no or he doesn't want. Sometimes he makes plans for us and I don't know, and vice versa. Even though sometimes we do share a calendar, but things do come up all of a sudden. And I always say, well, let me see if the hubby has any plans. If not, if anything, I'll get right back to you. But if someone comes directly to me to ask me for something, I'm like, oh, no, I can't. You need to ask so-and-so. I mean, I don't know. I feel bad.
All right. And clearly we're not going to resolve this one today.
No, next.
Go ahead.
Did we do he wants to make
No.
you happy? Okay. He wants to make you happy. It's so tiny and there's so bad lighting here. He wants to make you happy when a man considers you to be his weakness. He wants nothing more than to make you happy and see the smile on your face. He goes out of his way to do sweet things for you and makes sure that you are always content. He just wants to do whatever it takes to ensure your happiness. He knows that if you're happy, he's happy too. He loves making you laugh and seeing the joy in your eyes when you look at him. This is his way of expressing how much he loves and cares for you. Happy wife, happy life.
I'm glad they changed that to happy spouse, because clearly it doesn't matter how the guy feels. But that's neither here nor there at this time, because we're not discussing the male side of you as far as
you see the selfish part.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, excuse me? I thought that was the selfish part. I thought that was the selfish part as far as, the happy wife thing. But again, yeah.
Well, that's what it's saying. He wants to make you happy. So if you make me happy.
Me off again. Well, as I was saying, yes, I do my best. I wouldn't say I do it well all the time, because, I'm a cranky bitch at times. But I can tell you this, or a cranky ass. I can tell you this. When I want to make her happy, I do my best to do so. And she knows this. She knows this. She can see it. It's almost palpable. You can even taste it in the air.
He's so romantic.
But yeah, it's just, we'll summarize this shortly, but I could tell you, if you care for someone one way or the other, if it's male or female or non no matter what it is or who it is, more like it, you're gonna want to make that person happy. You're gonna want to do your best to do so. And in a way it is being selfish. You want to know why? Because making you happy makes me happy.
Exactly.
And it's like, yeah, it's a selfish part of life, and it's, whether it's getting you something that you crave, or taking you somewhere that you like, or
Zona Sur.
or hey, we're not getting sponsorship.
Oh yeah, no sponsor.
We have no sponsors yet, but that hopefully is coming shortly.
It's a restaurant I like here in Sunset Park.
But yeah, so I think that's a big part of it.
Yes.
Just letting them know, or getting them to be happy. Because,
And it could be the stupidest thing, like.
Well, not stupid, but
No,
simplest
it's the dumb.
thing.
Yeah, the simplest. That's what I
simplest
meant to
thing.
say. Sorry.
Simplest.
The simplest thing, like he comes home from work, he's tired, and I remember when I used to come home from work and he was home and he would say, "Oh, honey, can you go to the store and pick up XYZ?" And I'm like, he was home all day. He couldn't go get himself. But I understood. I was already outside. I'll go. And he does the same. Like he goes to work, he comes home. Sometimes he stops off at the supermarket to pick something up, and it's usually like fruit that he can eat for breakfast or something. And he brings me something that I like a bag of chips or anything, a mango, because he knows I love mango or whatever. Or
Everybody loves mango.
and I love that because I'm like, he was thinking of me, and he brought me that. Oh, Lily would like this, and he would pick it up. Same thing when I go out. It could be the simplest thing, like, "Oh, honey, I got you orange cupcakes." I know he likes the orange cupcakes. However, between our kids and our grandkids, they'll be gone in 2 seconds, but that's not the point. The point is I got it for her because he was in my mind. I thought of him. I saw it, and I picked it up. It could be the simplest thing. If it makes that person happy, or it'll bring a smile to their face. Even just a flower, a rose, a long stem rose, or a daisy, or a lily, or whatever, he would bring me, and I would love it. And every time he would go to work the next day, and I'll be puttering around the house, and I would see the flowers. It would make me smile, and it make me think of him, that he loves me and he got me the flowers. I love that.
All right, last one.
Your sadness breaks his heart. A guy who has a really soft spot for you will hate seeing you upset, and he will do anything in his power to make you feel better. Even if he can't fix the problem himself, he'll be there for you and listen to whatever it is that's troubling you. He'll do whatever it takes to make sure you're happy again, even if it means just being there for you and holding your hand until everything is all right. Ultimately, a man who considers you to be his weakness is someone you can truly trust and rely on. He will always have your back no matter what and stand by your side through thick and thin. He may not always express it in words, but his actions will certainly speak louder. No matter the situation, he will always be there to give you the support and love that you need. You don't have to worry about your heart being broken again because his care for you runs deep. He won't allow it. His warmth is genuine and comforting. So find solace in knowing that he'll always be your rock. His presence is a reminder that someone in this world loves and cares for you. To treasure it. If you've ever been a man's weakness, you'd understand. I understand.
And we bring this up almost every freaking episode. It's unfortunate that when you visit your mom, she puts you in a mood. It could be anger, frustration.
Mm-hmm.
The worst one is when you're sad, and it truly breaks my heart. It really does, because if you knew this woman, it doesn't take it takes a lot for her to get upset, other than her mother and, well, honestly, myself. But if you knew her, she's so kind, she's so giving. And when I see her sad from those interactions, that of course, again, that one of these days we'll have an episode on just moms or just your mother, so to speak. But it's a lot, and it takes a lot out of you. I see it, and sometimes it takes a day or two for you to recover. And I think that's one of the reasons why you've now limited yourself to seeing her maybe once a month if you can.
I try once a month, but
I mean, you still speak to her almost every other day, if not every day,
and
which is still insane.
I go twice a month now because it's just very hard to try to keep it to once a month. But I physically get ill,
and it kills me, man. It breaks my freaking heart. And we've spoken about toxic relationships, and we've spoken. I mean, don't get me wrong. We'll do an episode on just toxic relationship recovery, where we're hoping to get this author that wrote that book, Jamie, to be on an episode with us. But yeah, it takes a lot, and it again, it just breaks my heart when she's sad, and it frustrates me. And I know there's really not much I can do. There's really nothing I can do.
Yeah.
It's something that, I know you've got to work through. Unfortunately, your mom's at a point in her life, or not even a point in her life, she's never going to change. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where, you have to learn to deal with it on your own. And I can tell you that it's just one, and honestly, it's not just me that feels it. Our kids see it. They're like, Mom, why do you even bother? And don't get me wrong, they love their grandmother, they do, but they know that it takes such a toll on you, and just your demeanor totally changes. Mm-hmm. And it's just a shame. It's just a shame.
And it helps that, I mean, I know he can't, he knows, we know that he can't do anything about it, but it helps knowing that he's there and that he's my sounding board. And even though he can't do anything to fix it, but just knowing that he's there, and he's, like it says, you're through it thick or thin, and I know he's there for me. But, and it breaks my heart that it breaks his heart. So sometimes I don't want to share too much, which I know he gets angry. But I feel like if I share too much, then he's gonna feel bad and try and make me feel better, and it gets him sad when I'm sad. So I try not to let it get to me, but it hurts to see him get his little heart get broken when I'm sad. So I try to be happy.
But so in summation, we see all we're familiar, at least, or you're familiar with the weaknesses that you are my weakness. But for those that don't get it yet, wake the hell up. What the hell is wrong with you? Can't you tell? You got these poor schlubs pouring their hearts out to you, or showing you their emotions, mm-hmm. or they wear their emotion on their sleeve, so to speak, and you're freaking clueless.
That's my thing. It's like nowadays, well, I can't say nowadays, because even though back in the day,
it's nothing new.
They always like the bad boy. They always like the hard catch. Oh, I'll change him. And it takes a while for you to wake up and say, you know what, this is not for me. And sometimes some women don't wake up at all. I don't know what it is. They attract the wrong man. And I know I was like that at one point in my life. And I finally found the right one. And we just have to be conscious, guys. Once again, I always say this, so we're not professionals. We're just speaking from experience. And we like to share our stories and stories of friends and family that we know, and just to help you out. If we help one person out with our storytelling and our kidding around, and we're happy.
Sexual positions. Joking.
This is why we don't have as many followers.
Don't say that. We've got plenty of followers. I just saw that Canada picked us up again. the past couple of days. A different part of Canada, actually.
I love Canada.
Alberta actually picked this up. But no.
Our neighbors from the north.
Yeah, so, just open your eyes a bit. Realize who's around you, who's actually there for you. I think that's one of those things where you need to be reminded. And they're there for you, not for what you can get them. How about that? Or what you can give them. So in summation, or to end this up, we wanted to just say thank you for listening. Thank you for
letting us into your lives, spending this time with us, and please share, like, follow,
comment,
everything, all the good stuff.
Yep, and again, we're on all the platforms, on all the listening platforms, as well as social medias as well.
If you go to our website, there's the link tree there.
Yep.
Kevin Lil, havewemet.com.
Yep. So thank you again. Bye.